Today is Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. And today we are interviewing Eric Major in Toronto.
So basically, I came out to my family right after I got married to my husband,
Okay.
and my father came to our wedding. So we got married on June 30th, 2003. And about, let's say, a week after, I went to Montreal because we had a family event. And my parents had talked about it, and they said, if you want, you can go ahead and let people know that you guys got married. We got married last week, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what?
Mhm.
So basically, the event turned out to a coming out party.
Okay.
So we basically went from cousin to cousin, and we're like, okay, Christian, you've met him many times already, but I can officially introduce him as my husband now.
If I could back up a little bit, could you tell me how you met your husband and about your marriage?
We knew it was something special, and then he moved, he immigrated to Canada in 2002, and then we got married June 30th, 2003. And so we'd been married over 20, well, we would have celebrated our 22nd wedding anniversary, but unfortunately he passed away on March 10th of this year. We normally have between 175 to 225 guys each month. And then we also started Chubs at the Tubs. We basically wanted to help the younger generation who is their weight. They've been made fun of by people, by family members, by people at school. So we wanted to show that it's okay to be fat or chubby. So it could be, for example, underwear. It could be a famous author. And it's also a social event. So we sit around, for example, in the jacuzzi, we're talking. We get a lot of people from all over, but the fact that people all over the world know of us is really touching.
Okay, great. Okay, here is the $64,000 question, the Rorschach question. In your opinion, what is a bear?
Okay, this is a very good question. Yes, the typical bear is a hairy male, but like I said, it's for us, it's a way of thinking because we actually know a fair amount of people who think like a bear, but they don't look like one. So we've interviewed singers, interviewed artists, we've interviewed writers, actors. So you should check it out. So we feature whoever would like to send us a picture, whether they're bear, whether they're chub. We've actually featured trans males. So now they have the body of a bear, let's say.
Mhm.
So we body positivity is body positivity. But after 22 years, I think people will understand if I take a few months off. And I guess that's it.
And then a couple or two other guys in the studio and somebody in some other studio.
So the two guys were actually the first couple who were married, at least here in Canada.
And then I wanted to clarify, so Christian was part of the first cross-border same-sex couple, right?
Honestly, about my upbringing, so I am Jewish, but I was raised a non-practicing Jew. So I think after the Holocaust, where both my grandfathers were murdered.
Yeah, that's a big dividing line. There's an excess YouTube channel and the description. I see 110 videos. Really, that's a whole treasure trove of information for. We mentioned Bears in Excess in the little Bearsona section on our website.
Just one question, if if I may ask. Eric, has the bear community in your experience changed or evolved over the years? Are there any features of the community or trends that you have found develop in the community?
Um, so a lot of times the muscle bears stick together, the chubs stick together, but
What I said, it's just like a high school dance. Like everyone's trying to figure out where do I sit and is this friend? I'm going to check my apps first to see whether there's somebody I've been trying to meet, or am I supposed to sit with
yeah,
my friends, or is this seat taken? And it's like the high school dance a lot.
there can be chubs who are smooth, there can be chubs who are hairy, there can be bears who are. So he was really shocked. And for me, the word chaser means something totally different. For me, a chaser is usually someone who is small and who chases after chubs. I found it weird to be considered a chaser because I'm not a, technically, I'm a bear, not a chaser.
We know you're still processing the grief of loss of your husband, so it's wonderful to get a little bit of your life experience on tape. And so that's something that we use. But anyway, so we'll make the highlight reel, make sure it looks good, and then we'll release that. We might also do one which is collect up all the artists because we really interviewed a lot of artists between musicians and physical artists that do sculpture.
I'm hosting one of the pool parties.
Okay.
Great.
If you're in Indianapolis in December, I'll be there.
The creatives in the bear community. And
You're
wow,
welcome.
that all looks like very great primary resource materials.